What's up, guys, and welcome to the first episode of my random TCG unboxing series. Now, if you watched my 100 subscriber winner giveaway video, I kind of said that I'd start doing unboxings of TCGs other than Final Fantasy. Now, don't worry, Final Fantasy TCG is still my bread and butter, and 90% of my content will revolve around that. But the truth is, anyone who likes any TCG is probably interested in more than one. So I figured, why not show a few unique ones that you might not know about, kind of give exposure to some of these lesser known ones. So what I was doing was kind of looking at trading cards for things that I knew about that I didn't really know if card games actually existed. I don't actually think this is a card game. I think it's just trading cards. But Evangelion used to be one of my favorite anime, must have been like 20 years ago. This is an old ass anime. I think it hasn't been running for a long time. They kind of started making like a reboot with like this movie series, but I think it's been like delayed. I don't even know if there's another one coming out. I haven't followed it in a long time, but when I was a kid, this used to be one of my favorites. So when I saw these for sale on eBay, I was like, oh, why not start with one where I actually know what the characters are? I'm assuming all the names and stuff are in Japanese, but I'll still know who the characters are because I used to be a big fan of this anime. Now, this is from the movie, so I think they do have some new characters, but before I open, I'll do the obligatory kind of box display. So the name of this is CR Evangelion Evangelical of the Beginnings. It's not a very good name. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but sometimes the Japanese people like to have like extravagant English titles for things. The box is actually really nice, and here, I guess it's a 55 card set. I'm assuming the SPs will be like the rarest ones. They always call them like SPs in Japanese TCGs. I think Weiss Schwartz does the same thing, and I'll do some unboxings of that in the future. But the box does look pretty nice. Yeah, so collect 55 trading cards, 5 randomly selected cards per pack. So these are actually really small packs if it's only 5 cards per pack. I don't actually even know how many packs are in here. Again, I'm not an expert in this. I haven't owned any Evangelion cards before. One thing I do want to point out is this is by Carddass Masters. They also do Final Fantasy cards, so these guys have been around for ages. They're like the kings of trading cards in Japan, I think. So I know we have Wizards of the Coast here, but in Japan, Carddass Masters seems to have like a monopoly on a lot of these old anime cards and stuff. So let me peel off this seal. I guess it just has like a lot of these Japanese ones don't seem to have like the shrink wrap like American TCGs do. It's kind of hard to open actually. All right, so I'm gonna try to, don't worry, I do have my scissors, but I'm gonna try to do it by hand and just rip it apart just because it makes the video go faster. So here's the booster pack. I think this is fairly new because this character is from the movie, not the TV show. So this must be fairly recent, like, I don't know, that first movie must have came out in like 2004 or something, but again, the pack has a breakdown of the cards in it, and it is very thin, so I'm assuming it is just 5 cards. So let's see. I usually like opening it from the back if it rips easily. There we go. And then this way I don't put too much pressure on the corners. Perfect. This kind of reminds me of the art museum one I did. They always seem to have some kind of trash card in the back. So again, it shows you like, that's Rei Ayanami, I want to say. Again, it's all in Japanese, so I have no idea. And I'm assuming that's like a card checklist. I'm assuming every single pack will have that, which is kind of wasteful. Let's look at some of these cards. This will kind of be like very nostalgic for me. So the card stock is exactly like the art museum cards for Final Fantasy that I did. So all these Japanese cards seem to have this similar card stock. I actually like the FFTCG card stock better. So Katsuragi Misato. So in Japanese, they always put the last name first. So I think they always called her Misato in the show. Oh, and we got an SP card. I don't know how many of these boxes you need to buy for a full set, but there's only 11 of these. I'm assuming this is the SP. I wonder if there's a... There we go. So EP01. So this is a special card. So we'll put that right here. We'll put these other cards. So they aren't all numbered. So this one says it's a puzzle card. I think if you put them together like in a binder, they form some kind of picture on the back. So where's the number for this one? Oh, there we go, 32. So all these cards are numbered. So we'll see if we get a full set. So these are really small. So I'm thinking it's 55 cards in the set. And it's 5 cards per pack. I wonder if we will get a full set out of this. I don't know. It's hard to find like information about these things online, and if it is, it's all in Japanese. So I do hate how like some are horizontal, some are vertical. It makes it really tough for box openings. You have to constantly shift. But here we go. This is one of the new characters, Makinami Mary Illustrious. That's actually her name, I think. Illustrious. That's a cool name. Kind of conceited, but Kawaru? I think he's in the original TV show. He was like Shinji's pseudo boyfriend. Kind of had like a bromance going on at one point. I feel like some people thought they were gay. But I don't think Shinji was actually gay, because my friend actually blew my mind, because I don't know if any of you guys have watched End of Evangelion. There's this scene where Asuka's in the hospital, and for the longest time I thought Shinji was crying because she was in the hospital. And then my friend, when we were watching it, was like, did he just jack off to her? And it turns out he did, because I read the Wikipedia article, and apparently in the scene he was masturbating to her sleeping body. So that was kind of creepy and kind of turned me off to that. But just a little side note for you Evangelion fans out there. If any of you are Evangelion fans, or maybe you will be after you see these cards. If you haven't seen this anime and you're a fan of anime, like again, it's a really old one, but I still think it's one of the best ones of all time. I haven't really followed recent anime because I'm an old man. I am 82 years old. No, not really, but as far as you guys are concerned, I might be. Ayanami Rei Ayanami. So that's one of the core characters in the show. And still we only have the one SP card, so maybe they are pretty rare. So I don't know if I'll get a full set of those. Probably not. Maybe I should just be rougher with these packs. Sometimes the packs open more cleanly if you just do it fast, but I'm always worried about damaging the cards. Another Mari, another Kaworu. Oh, is that a foil? Ah, there we go. That's a long name, but at least they do put it in English, but that's Fuyutsuki. That was Shinji's dad's like right-hand man. That guy was actually pretty badass. That was the awesome thing about this show, actually. Like, all the characters were pretty cool. Like, a lot of even like real-life TV shows and animes or whatever it is always have like at least one super annoying character that ruins it. Like for Star Wars, it was freaking Jar Jar Binks. In Evangelion, pretty much every character was cool in their own way. Alright, so... You know, the other thing about these Japanese cards, it's probably really hard to keep them in good condition because they have such sharp, pointy corners. That's a nightmare for condition. And here we go. This is Misato's best friend, Ritsuko? I don't even know how to pronounce these guys anymore. I need to watch the anime again, see how they say it. So I got 3 SPs already, and it looks like I have a ton of packs. I want to, based on what I'm seeing, what I do. 1, 2, 3, 6 packs already. These packs are so small, like I barely put a dent in that box if you look at it. So I'm thinking this might be like a 20 or 25 pack box, so who knows. I already have 3 SPs. I might actually get a full set. Alright, so Ray again. Obviously we're going to get a lot of dupes if this is just a 55 card set. Mari again. Kaoru again. And whoa, another SP. So we are getting a lot of SPs in this pack, and I'm starting to get convinced that maybe one box does guarantee a full set. She was one of the newer characters in the movie, as far as I know, or actually I'm 100% sure she was never in the TV show. I didn't really watch the movies or the reboots. I think the last one I really watched was End of Evangelion, which I thought was great, but also kind of weird. Actually, if you watch a show, the entire show is kind of weird. It's very, like, has a lot of religious themes and stuff, and it was very, now it's probably not a big deal. When I was a kid, it was very, like, mind-blowing. Oh, I actually love this guy. Gendo Ikari. It's Shinji's dad. He's a real dick, but I love him. He's kind of like, who's the, Tyrion's dad in Game of Thrones, where he's kind of like evil, but also badass in a cool way. That was Gendo. All right. Man, there's a lot of packs in here. I feel like I keep opening these, and I'm sorry, guys. We're going to be here all day opening Evangelion packs. I don't know why they wouldn't just do 10 cards per pack and just put less packs in this. All right. Kaoru. Angel Kaoru. How do I say that name? I need to watch the damn anime again. Maya. She's always crying. She was kind of annoying, actually. So I take that back about the show having no annoying characters. I think she was supposed to be the stereotypical cute anime girl that every anime has that is constantly crying and has no balls. Misato was actually like the badass female figure in the show. Asuka was kind of badass too, although she was kind of nuts too. Kaoru again. We're getting a lot of this guy. I'm kind of getting sick of him. Shinji's boyfriend. Let's see, it's puzzle one. And I'm not really sure what these cards are supposed to be. So if you look at this, like, I'm sure they're labeled like for the art museum. Like they always have like weird names like portrait card or museum card or something. I'm not Japanese. I can't read Japanese. So you guys can figure that out on your own. I do have the Google Translate app, which I've used many times. It is, I mean, it's helpful, but it definitely has some questionable translations sometimes. And a lot of times the translations seem to turn into something sexual, which is always kind of bizarre. Like, I think it does a lot of mistranslations. And I just said, I'm getting sick of this guy, and now we get an SP of him. All right. Nice, Shinji's boyfriend. Now we just need when we get Shinji, I'll put him on top of him so they're happy. All right. Camera's having, my camera's always having trouble focusing, and I think it's because the lighting in my house is really bad. I think the only time I had good lighting in my room was the time I did the Wave 1 video, which was really important because I really needed the good light to show kind of the intricacies of the differences in the cards. There we go. Maybe I'll start going faster through some of these. Oh, shiny. Ooh, Asuka. She's probably a favorite for many of the people who watch this show. Her and, what's her name, Ray. So, how many do we have? We have 6 SP cards already, and I'm not even through one stack of the cards. How many more booster packs do I have in this stack? Still have 4 more, and we already have 6 SPs, and according to the box, there's only 11 of them in the set, and I have no dupes, so I'm starting to wonder if the box is just mapped to have a full set of SPs, which would be great, because I don't know if I'll keep these. I might just sell them as a full set. That's something I might start doing just to get a lot of content out there, buying a bunch of booster boxes, unboxing them for the channel, and then selling them on eBay and try to recoup the money and maybe sell them and buy another booster box so I have a lot of content to show you guys. And I don't just SP cards, like shiny though, it's different. Is this just a normal card? It doesn't really have a label on it. I'm not sure, but it's shiny, so we'll put that in the good pile. Where does extra boosters go? There you are. Wow, so it's been 14 minutes, and we're only halfway through, so actually we're not even halfway through, so I'll start speeding up a little bit, because I know I've been talking a lot about Evangelion, and probably half of you guys don't even know what that is. Maybe I'll post this on like the Evangelion Reddit or something to share it with those guys. No SP in this one. You know, this is actually not bad to open packs this way. I know I always use the scissors, but maybe I'll just start tearing through these, especially because I'm not going to be as OCD about the condition since I'm not actually collecting these. I am getting a lot of Mari and Kaboru. Kaoru? Kiru? How did Shinji say his name? Actually, if I post this on the Evangelion, they'll probably all murder me for mispronouncing the names. And for making fun of their weird jack-off scene. But that was a great movie. The one thing about Evangelion is I thought it was a children's show when I first watched it. It is definitely not for kids. There's a lot of murder and betrayal and death, which was why I think the show had such an impact on me when I was a kid, because going from like Pokemon to Evangelion, because, you know, basically when you're a kid, you just figure that anything that's cartoony is not going to have any mature concepts. And this was probably the first anime I watched where it kind of wasn't meant for kids. I mean, some people would argue that all anime are meant for kids, but I'm not. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Shinji, the main character of Evangelion. Where's Kaoru? Look at how happy they are together. We'll stack them up here. We have nothing against same-sex relationships here. Especially when they're trading cards, because they can't actually do anything, so don't judge. Alright. I'm kind of curious as to how many, after this video I might count these to see how many of these cards. I feel like I'm not seeing any of the characters except Mary and Kaoru. Maybe that's like, I can't imagine they're the fan favorites for characters. Like, people are always going to love Shinji, Asuka, and Rei because they're the main characters from the original TV show. I mean, Kaoru was also in the original, but still. He's actually an angel, which is the thing that they're always killing, except somehow he manifests as a small boy instead of a giant killer robot thing that all the other angels manifest as. You know, for people who don't watch the show, it's kind of hard to talk about it because, again, the show is really weird, so... Oh, God. What is this pack? Ooh. They super glued that one. This one's a resealed pack, so this one's going to have garbage in it. Alright. Rei, there we go. Fan favorite. Him again. Mari again. And these cards are kind of baffling to me because I can't read it, so I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be. And that's just the Evangelion. Oh, you know, I probably should have mentioned that. The Evangelion is the giant robot that they pilot. And I think later on they explain that they're like basically manufactured angels. And angels are these crazy monster things that come to destroy the planet randomly. No one really knows why. There's this thing called like second impact, and again, the show is really weird. I can't really go into the plot right now. I don't even know if I understand the plot. When I first watched it as a kid, I definitely didn't understand the plot. I was just like, what the hell is going on? Because I thought it was just like some random robot fighting anime. And it went to all this like religious stuff about like, you know, liquidating everyone in the world and creating a single consciousness, and find out later that it was all Gendo's plan to reunite with his wife and all this crazy stuff. Ooh, I saw foil. You again. I'm getting sick of you. Alright. Oh, this guy. This was Misato's, if it focuses. This one's boyfriend in the show, and actually I think she was obsessed with him, although if he did anything with her, that would make him a pedophile, because I think she's like 14 in the show or something. I feel like Japanese people have no problem with pedophilia in anime. Actually, they have no problem with anything weird in anime. Like, I feel like in America, if you made a show, even an anime show that revolved around like 14-year-old girls running around in their underpants or something, like, you go to prison. But in Japanese culture, I guess maybe they think if it's cartoons, it doesn't matter. I think it's disturbing no matter what medium it's shown in, but hey, cultural differences, man. To each their own. So I think we're starting to finally make a dent in these packs. I think we're almost done. And let me know in the comments below if you want me to continue doing more things like this, or if you want me to never do this again and show only Final Fantasy TCG. But like I said, the problem is the sets only come out every 3 to 4 months, and in between I won't have that much to show you unless I go bankrupt buying like 1,000 cases of Opus 8 and do nothing but that every single day for the rest of my life. Gendo, one of my favorite characters. Huge dick, but he's brilliant, so I love him. And the one thing I want to say is these cards actually look really freaking cool. The SP cards especially, like, going back to Final Fantasy TCG, like, come on, like, you know I love the game, but that doesn't mean I can't criticize it sometimes. Some of the artwork is trash, man. Like, some of it's amazing, but some of it is trash. And they really need to institute some more consistency into these. And these cards are actually beautiful. Like, except this, like, what the hell is this? They really cheaped out on this one. The Crying Girl, Angel Karu, garbage, and just a title card or something. Alright. So moving forward, I'll probably have more unboxings of random anime, or I might start doing Weiss Schwarz. I think that's the most popular, like, global anime brand. For as far as I know, Carddass is not popular outside of Japan. Although I do have a sealed box of Carddass Final Fantasy VII from 1997 somewhere in my room. So a 22-year-old sealed booster box, which I've never been able to bring myself to open. But I might do a video of that too soon one day. Karu again. Jesus Christ, a lot of Karu. Asuka. And you guys might see this on my eBay store in a little bit. So if you guys are interested, I'll probably sell this. Who knows? I might keep it, but I'll probably sell it just to recoup the money I spent on this. I bought this from Japan. And just continue to buy boxes, sell them, get the money back, buy a different box, sell it, make the money back. And then that way maybe I'll have an unboxing of every trading card game in existence on this channel. And that would be kind of fun, right? Good way to kill time in between Opus releases. And hopefully some of you guys will see these unboxings and say, hey, that's really cool, and go out and buy them. Or you'll say, that's retarded. And I don't really use clickbait titles. The titles usually tell you exactly what the video is about. So if you're a subscriber and you see it pop up and it says, random TCG opening, random gibberish that you've never heard of, just don't click on it. Like, I don't care if you don't watch my videos, if it doesn't interest you. All that's going to do is you're going to dislike it, right? So don't click on it if you're not interested in the subject. I don't use BS clickbait titles like most amazing pack opening in the world, blur. I'll literally call it Evangelion opening. So Ray, another fan favorite. Again, note that I got no dupes, 0 dupes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is this 11? Is that considered an SP? So I think the box guarantees a full set of SPs, unless I'm just missing one random one. I mean, I can probably Google it. I don't know what I'd Google though. All right, so this is the worst. Oh, okay, so maybe this one isn't an SP because now I have, what is that? 5, 5, and 11. So the Crying Girl, she deserved an SP card apparently. She is a pretty prominent character. So there you go. Whoa, almost killed your camera. I did get a full set of all the SPs, and in this giant stack over here of the non-foil cards, I'm assuming I have the other, was it 55 minus 11, 44 cards in the set. I don't really know what this one random other pseudo foil is, but I'll probably figure that out from the card box later. But yeah, why don't we go over the SPs real quick, and then we'll wrap this video up. And I'll probably sleeve these up now. I don't know if these are really worth much, but to collectors, they're not going to care. Like, all these cards actually look flippin' awesome, so I'm sure I could probably get some of the money back for this box from it. I'm sure some Evangelion fan is out there who would love to have one of these legitimate official card products. So we have Mary the Illustrious, Gendo Ikari, Rei Ayanami, Kaoru Nagisa, it's hard to say these names, Misato, Ryoji, Asuka, Ritsuko, Fuyutsuki, Maya, and the main character, Shinji. So, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. If you didn't, just let me know in the comments below, because I'm receptive to criticism. If you say you don't ever want to see anything like this again, let me know. Or if you want to see more unboxings of random card game products in between Opus releases, feel free to tell me and I'll try to make it happen for you guys. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching and have a great day, guys.